Hi guys, Zara from Paranormal White Noise. I hope you're having a great day. The video that you're about to watch is footage taken by myself and also by Dave from Crimson Angel Paranormal when we met up for a few hours when I was recently home in Brighton. Most of the footage that you'll see was actually taken during the day, and that just goes to show that you don't necessarily need to go to a location of a night time only. You're still able to get the same evidence, sometimes maybe even better than what you would of a night time. So with that being said, this is a long video, so sit back, relax, grab a coffee and some popcorn and enjoy. Bye! The history of Woodvale. Woodvale was originally provided as the allocated cemetery for Brighton and opened in 1857. The Brighton Burial Board was appointed on the 7th of May 1856 at the meeting of the vestry of the parish, when the Marquis of Bristol presented 20 acres of land to establish a cemetery. The powers, duties and responsibilities of the Burial Board for the parish of Brighton were transferred to the Brighton Corporation on the 1st of April 1902. The allocated cemetery then became known as the Borough Cemetery, Lewis Road. The grounds were developed in a deep natural valley and planted with many species of trees. In recent years, hundreds of flowering trees and shrubs have been added. Set amongst the green slopes of the valley, they give colour and interest in every season of the year. Woodvale Cemetery is listed in the National Register of Parks and Gardens of Special Historic Interest in England as a Grade 2 listed site. The original cemetery chapels, built in traditional Sussex flint, were adapted for cremation purposes in 1930, and Woodvale became the first crematorium to be established in Sussex and continues to be owned and managed by Brighton and Hove City Council. Alistair Crowley's connection to Woodvale Crematorium. Alistair Crowley's funeral was organised by a few of his closest friends and associates. In accordance with his last will and testament, his cremation was instructed to take place during an occult ceremony at which magical rituals would be performed and occult verses read aloud. The chosen location was the crematoria at Woodvale. Some people think that this decision to choose Brighton was in part contributed by the ancient mythical folklore which exists within the settlement of Woodvale. Brighton is littered with ancient sites of worship and devotion, but among its most prominent are those that relate to the city's sacred waters. For example, a local spring at St Anne's Well, was formerly known as the Chalybeate and said to be inhabited by a powerful godlike being. The spring lies at the exact end point of a ley line that runs the breadth of England. Woodvale was also an appropriate venue for Crowley's funeral because of its impressive layout and macabre Gothic grandeur. The cemetery stands as an excellent testament to the longevity of Brighton's weird and wonderful culture. Its ostentatious and extravagant tombs provide a true fest for the eye and presumably the perfect backdrop for an occultist ritual. Crowley's funeral took place on the 5th of December 1947 and was attended by only a dozen or so of his closest associates and followers. Having a solemn procession through the grounds of Woodvale, the guests congregated at the crematoria, where it is said they read aloud from the Gnostic Mass, the Book of Law, and the hymn to Pan, whilst Crowley's mortal body was turned to ash. What was left of Crowley's mortal body was mailed to the United States, where the remains were buried unceremoniously in a back garden in New Hampshire. Crowley's funeral may have been sparsely attended, but it was by no means uneventful. Quite the contrary is true. In fact, the funeral caused a public outcry from the people of Brighton and Hove, who were terrified by what the tabloid press had alleged would be a black mass on their doorstep. After the funeral, the local council declared the event a desecration of Holy Land and an act of abuse against the entire town. The outrage and terror of the local people of Brighton and Hove was immense. Christian services were hastily organised in and around the city in order to counteract the malevolent forces that the people feared may have been released by the acolytes of Crowley. An inter-congregational prayer meeting was held at St Peter's Church with around 10 clergymen attending and packed out pews.
Hello everyone, it's good to see you all. Today I am here with Zara from
Paranormal White Noise. Hi!
Yep, and we are at Woodvale Cemetery. We're about to do some spirit box sessions and see who's around and get some cool footage of the cemetery itself. I don't think I've ever been here before. Maybe once when I was a child, but that was a long time ago and I don't really remember it. So I hope you guys enjoy and let's see if we get some good stuff. Today I am with Zara and she's down there. I don't know if you can see her. And we are about to do a investigation and some spirit box sessions in Woodvale Cemetery in Brighton. I'm very excited to be doing this, to be honest. It's very new to me, I've not been here before. You've probably seen a few shots before I actually got in here and started talking to you guys because I wanted to film a little intro. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Pretty much I've brought my equipment with me. I've brought my dowsing rods, I've brought my EMF meters, K2s, EM pump, and my manual spirit box and my PSP7. So hopefully we'll get some spirits talking through there and see what their story is, see if they like us, like me or not. Haven't really been able to meditate before I came out, considering we came out so early, so I don't know what my energy's like. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, anyways guys, I'll get back to you in a moment and we'll see what we get.
Hi everyone, Sarah from PWN. I hope you're having a great day. As you can see, I've got somebody with me today. Got Crimson Dave.
Hello everybody. Good to see you all.
And we are at Woodvale Crematorium, or Woodvale Cemetery. And I'll just do a quick whiz behind me. And this is the cemetery where Aleister Crowley was cremated. And there's a lot of uproar with regards to it. But what you'll actually see is a few sessions from around the cemetery, and also what I will include is a history of the cemetery itself. What I will tell you now is it actually dates back to approximately 1856, 1857, and it's one of the oldest cemeteries in Brighton. So I hope you enjoy the video, and as always guys, stay truthful, stay honest, enjoy, bye.
Okay, so I'm about to try and communicate with anyone that will be here with the dowsing rods. So keep in mind I have a bit shaky hands, but I don't move them. You know?
And there's hardly any breeze today as well.
Yeah, so we'll just test this for now. So let's see if I can keep my hands as still as possible. Okay, hold up. Well, either way, let's try. Okay. If there are any spirits here that would like to come through and communicate with me, my name is Crimson Angel, and this is Zara from Paranormal White Noise.
Hi spirits.
We do not wish to cause you any harm or any disrespect to any of your graves or where you may rest here. We just wish to communicate with you and see if there's anybody that resides here. I would like you to try and use these dowsing rods that I have in my hand and try and move them in order to give me yes or no answers to my questions. If you are here, I'd like to show you how to do that first. So I'm going to move them this time round, and I want you to move them the next time round. So for yes, I want you to cross them like this. That's for yes. And for no, I want you to try and bring them outwards like that, as far as you can, maybe even touching my arms. For no. Okay? Alright. Here we go. Okay. So first question to you spirits. Is there anybody here that wants to speak with me and Zara? Cross them for yes, and make them go outwards for no, please. I understand if it will take a little bit for you to get the energy up to do so.
It's a slight movement.
Very slight.
Mhm.
You can usually feel it when a spirit does it.
Mhm.
You can feel the force on the rod. You can tell my hands are shaking, but they're not making them cross or anything.
No.
That's probably due to the caffeine. So is there anybody here right now that's curious about us and wishes to speak? We have a few devices and things that you can use to communicate with us with.
We're just as curious about you as you are about us, and we don't mean you any harm.
If you'd like to know, my actual name is Dave. I don't know if I already told you, but...
And even though he's dressed weird, he is a good soul.
Yep. I come here with the utmost respect. So, is there anybody here with us right now? Is there a spirit here? Seems like they're trying to go.
Just not sure. The nice thing about the dowsing rods, they go back to Victorian times, so if anybody was interested in that type of thing when they're alive, it is something, that they would actually know about.
Yep, they're crossed.
Thank you, spirits. That's very nice of you.
I understand that it took you a bit of energy. That's fine. We're very patient. Okay, so I now know there's somebody here. Okay, let's try and specify.
How about if they're male to cross over and if they're female to go out?
You read my mind.
Okay. New powers.
So, you are a spirit. we see that there's a spirit here. That's great. Thank you very much for that reply. Now we would like to know, are you a male spirit? If you're male, I would like you to cross them like this. If you're female, I'd like you to bring them outwards like this. Okay? Here we go. Oh, it might have been me. No, that's not me.
Okay, try it again.
Yeah, just in case. Right, we'll try that again, spirits. Can't be too sure. So. That seemed too sudden. Okay, so if you're a male, can you cross them? And if you're a female, make them go outwards for me, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Male.
Immediately.
Male do.
Okay, so you're a male. Thank you.
Could you cross them if you're over 50, or put them outwards if you're below 50?
So if you got the question from Zara here, can you answer them? Can you answer the question?
So cross for above 50 and turn out for below 50.
As you guys can see, my hands are shaky, but they're not making them cross or anything.
Or were you cross them if you were over 50 when you died, and open them if you were younger than 50 when you died. Maybe that would be easier for you.
I feel it.
Okay.
Okay, yep, that's one. I think one's good enough.
One's good enough.
Yep. Okay, so we're over 50.
Over 50.
Okay. Were you involved in the war in any way? Cross them for yes, and make them go outwards for no. Were you involved in the war? Okay. Okay, well that would make sense considering where we're standing. Memorial. Okay, thank you very much. Should we continue asking questions or move on to something else?
We can move on to something else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, spirits, well thank you very much. We'll be trying other things to communicate with you, but at least we now know that you're here. So, we'll try something else.
Right, what Dave and I are going to do now is we are going to do a quick session using the Radio Shack 12587. I actually think you're quite excited.
Yes, I am very excited about the Holy Grail. I'm in the presence of the Holy Grail right now, guys. I never thought this day would come.
So we did actually do a quick test session after Dave did his dowsing rods, and there was a few responses there, so just found a nice area just to stop, just so I can put my camera down and we can do a session.
I'm going to be holding the K2 meter to see if we get anything while we are doing a spirit box session. So yeah, let's see.
So just turn it up. Hi spirits, it's Zara and Dave.
Hi spirits.
How are you?
Fine.
Fine.
That's good to hear.
Could you tell me, spirits, I'm not going to ask for the person directly, but can you confirm that Alistair Crowley was actually cremated here by doing a loud yes?
Maybe.
Can you tell me if Alistair Crowley was cremated here?
I know. Are you sure about that, spirits?
Spirits, could you say loud and clear, yes? Was Alistair Crowley cremated here?
His daughter.
Do you not want to speak about him, spirits? No.
No, they don't. I don't blame you, to be honest, spirits.
Okay. Can you tell me if you're male or female?
Let me try something, because I seem to be struggling a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to try turning this EM pump on, to hopefully give the spirits a bit more energy to communicate. So, it's on now. Spirits, does this device in my hand help you speak, or give you more energy to speak? That's not very nice.
Anna, can you maybe come and help us today?
You are filming.
Oh, I need to change the battery.
Oh.
Hold on, I have to
Sec,
stop.
guys.
1 minute. Okay, we've changed the battery
all good.
and turn this back on and see if they want to talk. And what I'm going to do, I was using scan up, I'm going to use scan down this time. Hi.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
We're back.
Anna, are you here?
It just occurs to me that I should probably call out to Hannah and Sarah, who I usually speak to. So, are my spirit guides around, Hannah and Sarah? Could they come through and help us maybe talk to the spirits that are around this cemetery? This is Crimson. Pretty. If you are here, either Hannah or Sarah, could you come and just say hello for me?
Anna, if you're around and can help us, can you confirm by going love you? Or here? Spirits, don't you want to talk in this spot?
Maybe I shouldn't, I heard.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Is there something stopping you? I just said something. I know what it said. Demons. Oh.
I tend to ignore when they say that.
Well, I don't. Oh well. Alright, is this...
Hence dark and light.
Yeah. Is this spirits, is this because of me that there are demons around?
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
I heard you whistle. Can you do that again? Cook.
What? Oh, I had a swear word then. Alright, well the demons can go back now. I'm not interested in speaking with the demons.
Maybe we can give your one of your radios a try and see what happens.
Yeah, okay, I'll switch up. We'll switch to the manual tuner.
Okay, spirits, could you say goodbye? Gonna try on a different radio. Bye. Thank you.
I heard that. Okay, so here is the manual tuner. It's a radio. It's just a radio.
It's a Roberts.
Yeah, it's a Roberts radio. I would call it a spirit box, but it's not even that really. It's just you scan through it.
It's still a radio. It's still a spirit box.
That's true. That's true.
Whether it's scans automatic or whether you're having to do it manually.
You know, I discovered upon me thinking I was speaking Spanish that the spirits of Spanish were being Ed. It was on the wrong setting the last time, and it was actually picking up foreign radio. but I've set it back to FM.
Oh, that's good.
So, alright. Okay, spirits, so if you can see what I'm holding in my hand right now, and it is a manual tuning radio, and I would like you to come through, if you are here, and say hello, if you wish to communicate with me or Zara. Do you think you can do that for me? Zara, yeah. Did you just say Zara's name? Can you say yes to confirm? Ed.
Ed.
All over?
No, follow me.
Is your name Ed? Devil. Or are you talking about my friend Ed?
Do you know how your
I thought that said both are haunted, or haunt, I heard. So do you think you confirm for me, who am I speaking with right now? Are you Ed? I'd like to know. Or are you somebody else? Love you, Dave. Is that Anna? No. Good afternoon. If that wasn't Zara's Anna, is this either Hannah or Sarah? Is this one of my spirit guides? No. I am? I don't know. Okay, so could you confirm for me who or what you are? Are you a spirit? Are you an angel or a demon? I heard. Demon Dave. Angels as well. So according to you, we're either speaking to a demon or an angel?
Or both.
Or even both, yeah.
It's possible.
Okay, so did you follow me and Zara, or have you always been here? Had the whistle again.
Spirits, could you maybe try it and copy me?
Yeah. There's something dark coming through. Can the angel throw around, please, remove anything that's dark that's trying to speak to us, please? We don't want them around at the moment. So if you could help us, can you say help you? Or just help? Yeah, thank you. Okay, well thank you very much, spirits. And we'll see what we got later on, I guess. Didn't want to keep this too long.
Place, I think.
Yep, on to the next place.
Okay.
Spirits, could you quickly say goodbye for me? Edmund. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.
Okay, what we're going to do now is going to try and find another spot, or maybe one, as there's not only Woodvale but another 2 cemeteries, is maybe move over across to one of the others and go for a session there and see what we can pick up from over there.
Yep, see
So
you in a bit,
you
guys.
shortly. What you can actually see behind me here in the distance here is where I grew up, and it's actually where my uncle came to say goodbye to me. I was woken up during the night, and also sometimes in the evening when it's very quiet you can hear like the old bombers as if they're flying overhead. And as you can see also there, I'm just trying to think, point, so that building there, that is the Brighton General Hospital. So where I was living was obviously between the living and between the dead. We're still walking around the top end of...
Trying to work out my next move.
Yeah, we're just trying to work it out. As there's 3 cemeteries here. There's not only Woodvale, the one next door is Downs Crematorium, and the one that's in the distance over there that you've just seen behind me is another cemetery. So they don't close until 4, and I think we've still got a few hours left, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we've got a few hours.
Yeah, so
I'm going to need it, trust me.
Gonna try and...
This is bigger than peace, I'm spoiled for choice and when to
Yep.
do anything.
So we're going to probably try and get to all 3, and then over in the distance where I used to live, there's actually a place called Queen's Park, which is quite big, and it's got a body of water, and I experienced something there when I was maybe about 10, 12, well, in my sort of early double figures, shall we say. I experienced something there, so I thought, well, it's another place that we could possibly go once it gets a bit darker, a bit more spooky, shall we say. So yeah, it's just, and there is the church down the bottom there, which, let me just turn my screen around and I'll zoom in for you guys. It's right down here, and it's that building is where Aleister Crowley was cremated. So enjoy, guys. After Woodvale, we then proceeded to go to Brighton and Preston Cemetery. The history of Brighton and Preston Cemetery. This cemetery occupies an L-shaped area of relatively flat open land south of Woodvale Cemetery. The 2 structures there are Grade 2 listed buildings. The archway and detached walls and gates form an ornate entrance, which were erected in 1885, just before the cemetery opened, and are Gothic Revival in style. The adjacent lodge house was built at the same time in the Old English style. The mortuary chapel, built in 1900, is also listed as Grade 2. The Gothic Revival building has a square west tower with an octagonal spire and lancet windows and an arched entrance. Burials in the cemetery include Violet Kay, victim of one of the Brighton trunk murders of 1934. The Commonwealth War Graves Commission, who list this as Brighton Down Cemetery, maintain the graves of 118 Commonwealth service personnel from both World Wars, which are dispersed throughout the cemetery.
Okay then guys, so what I'm going to be doing now, we're in just a different section of the Woodvale Cemetery. What's this place called?
This is Downs Crematorium. This is Hartington Road Cemetery, I think.
Hartington Road Cemetery. Okay, and what I'm going to be trying is, just while we're walking up to the next area, we're going to be trying to get some EVPs, hopefully. So we're going to be calling out. So probably shouldn't walk while we're doing that. Alright. Okay, hello spirits. If there's anybody here that would like to communicate with us at this moment, I would like to know if you are here, and the way that you can do that is by talking into this recorder that I have in my left hand. Do you think you could say hello, maybe? Have you seen me and Zara walking around the cemetery earlier? Do you think you could say one of our names? I'm Dave, that's Zara. Alright, that's 1 minute. Stop. Okay. I've also just noticed, if you look there, that says Peacehaven.
Peace. Oh,
Live in
Peacehaven. Yeah.
There's a link right there.
Hang on.
I'm sure there's a link to that.
I'll just zoom right in.
I found that very strange when I saw that. Anyways, let's see what we got here. If anything.
Okay, hello spirits. If there's anybody here that would like to communicate with us at this moment, I'd like to know if you are here, and the way that you can do that is by talking into this
Somebody sneezing.
recorder
Yeah.
that I have in my left hand. Do you think you can say hello, maybe?
Maybe?
No, I think that comes from the allotments.
Did sound like hello though, didn't it, a bit?
I've just seen me and Zara walking around the cemetery earlier. Do you think you could say one of our names? I'm Dave, that's Zara. Right, that's 1 minute.
Yeah, nothing too obvious there, I guess.
No, I don't think we actually caught anything there.
I'll try one more time, just 1 more minute. Alright, so let's see. Okay, well, if you tried speaking into this recorder, thank you very much, but I don't think I heard you. Could you please maybe try speaking into it a little louder? You can just say hello as loud as you can, maybe? Is there anything that you would like to maybe let everybody know that you want to get off your chest, to speak about? Is this cemetery haunted? There's another minute. Alright, let's see if we've got anything here.
Okay, well, if you tried speaking into this recorder, thank you very much, but I don't think I heard you. Could you please maybe try speaking into it a little louder? And you can just say hello as loud as you can, maybe? Is there anything that you would like to maybe let everybody know that you want to get off your chest, speak about? Is this cemetery haunted?
Okay, well, didn't appear to get much there. Maybe I'll hear something back on the camera, I don't know. But we're going to go up to another area and I'm going to try a spirit box session and see what we get there. So I'll see you in a moment. Yeah, so far guys, I've had a pretty good time here. I think it's a really nice place. Well, this is definitely much larger than what I'm used to. That's for sure. There's Brighton way off in the distance there. Unfortunately, the cemetery's got to be closing soon, so I'm not sure how much time we're going to have to do a spirit box session here. But yeah, it's been fun hanging with Zara. I'm really enjoying hanging with her. She's a very lovely lady. And I think I'd love to do a few more collabs with her eventually, maybe one day, and maybe a few of you if you ever decide to come down my way. And apparently this cemetery is haunted, like this particular part, because Zara was saying that she saw an apparition down that way somewhere at one point, which is really interesting. Of course I'd love to capture something on camera right now, but going back through all this footage and just dissecting it and just looking at it would take so long. So I guess I could try. Yeah, I'm having a really good time here. And unfortunately I probably am a little... Oh, hold on a second, am I zoomed in? Oh yeah, I'm zoomed in. Whoa. Unfortunately I'm probably a little bit tired today. Had to get out pretty early to go meet Zara out of my weird sleeping patterns. But yeah, I just look at everything. Very nice. But yeah, I'm having a great time. I think we got some pretty good stuff on the spirit box sessions when me and Zara did it. We did a joint spirit box session. That was a lot of fun. But we did end up getting something dark trying to come through. But obviously we don't know if it's actually a demon or the devil, you know. As Zara actually pointed out when we did that session over on her channel, unless I got the footage and put it here as well. But they're not always devils and demons. They could be thinking we're the demon, which she pointed out, and I was like, yeah, maybe, because like if they're not from this time period, like they might think I'm dressed weird or she's dressed weird, and not knowing what we're holding and thinking like, well, what's that? Is that some sort of occult magic or something? So maybe that is the case. I mean, this cemetery is so vast. I mean, I'll try and get a fairly decent video out to you guys if I can. I'll see what I can do. But it seems that because it's so big, I don't know where to start. So it's just going to be a little bit all over the place. But I hope you guys are enjoying coming along with me anyway. This will probably be the, what you say, like meat and potatoes of the video of me just walking around talking to you guys with a session here and there and dowsing rods and stuff. The dowsing rods were cool. I've actually managed to get a few responses with those. At least I seem to. I seem to get some good stuff with those. So, oh, hold on a second, I need to swap hands. So yeah, that went well. As you can see, I got my Archangel Michael sigil with me, just in case anything decides to try and attach itself to me or whatnot. So, that's all good.
Right, now we're actually where we are now is Woodvale is over there in the distance. If I just zoom in, there's Woodvale. There's the rest of Brighton over there. There's another little chapel there, which I'll tell you about. It's Dave taking some footage.
Oh.
Hello. Yeah, where you can actually see the end of the gate. If I zoom in a little bit. Right. Over there. It's actually the corner of where my house used to be. And it's the place where I had my very first paranormal experience. These aren't the houses. These, my old house was knocked down. You can still see part of the old wall. And we used to sit on that wall over there. Just turn over there. Just turn over there. Just turn my camera around. Oh, my camera around. Oh, my camera around. Oh, there I am. Yeah, this is actually where my my uncle woke me up about 3-4 days after he died, and he died, and he was standing at the bottom of my bed, and he came to say goodbye. It was, or my sister also told me recently that the same thing happened to her there. And also the old original houses used to be the homes for the people that worked at the hospital. And this area was bombed to a degree during the war. And a couple of nights I did actually wake up to the sound of bombs going off, or well, not bombs going off, but a very low flying big aeroplane. I don't know what the old warplanes are, you have to excuse me on that. But this is the cemetery that I played in. It's quite nostalgic being back here. Brings back a lot of memories for me. So I'm just over round near the tree. There it is there. Oh, there is the hospital. So what Dave and I are going to do is we're going to go in this direction. I have to just turn my screen quickly. There we go. It's going to head in that direction down to the exit, seeing as that one is closed now. And I think what I'm going to do is next stop is going to be Queen's Park, where I saw an apparition as a child. Oh yeah, before I forget, this actual chapel here was where I actually saw an apparition. Once we get a bit nearer, I'll film again and I'll tell you the story of what happened there. But I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. It's been really nice getting out actually into the field. It's not into the fields, we're just at a graveyard, just having a walk around, seeing what we can get. This is actually really cool. So, talk to you guys in a bit. As I was saying before, this building behind me is where I saw an apparition as a child. I was playing just over the top there, near where I was showing you before. Thank you, Dave.
Okay, I'm trying to turn around as much as I can.
Yep, and what it was more or less, when we get to the point, when we get to the point where I actually saw, I was just playing around, happened to look down this direction. It was early evening, I think possibly around about 4 PM, sort of that time, this time of year, just before the street lights came on, because back then you have to go home when the street lights came on. And I just happened to look down, straight down. It was more or less near where the cross is at the bottom here, and it was like a figure just standing there, looking straight in my direction as if it's looking at me. And I thought, a bit strange, maybe somebody's working late. And I've turned back, then turned again to look in the same direction, and it was gone. Now you could turn around and say, well, was that in actual fact somebody working here? Well, at the time the cemetery was closed, so the person that would be working here would have gone home. this part of the cemetery, this part of the cemetery, this part of the cemetery, I know from a lot of the kids that I grew up with, it always had a bit of a strange feeling. It's like even now, even though we're on the top of a hill,
Yeah, I could feel it.
it's not as warm as what it is down the bottom there. There is a distinct difference in feeling. It's I've had the, how I could only explain as like the EBGBs going up my back.
Yeah.
But I tend to ignore it. But for me, coming into this cemetery where it is nostalgic for me, I would say that I'm used to it. So, but I just wanted to let you know my experience that I had to do with this area here. Right, Dave. So, what have you thought about going through Woodvale?
Well, the first thing that struck me was how large the cemetery is. I'm definitely not used to this, considering I don't get out much. But yeah, I have been meaning to come here for a while, but considering Zara came down, I thought that was probably the best time to do it.
Do you think it's somewhere that you would come back to again?
Yeah, definitely. And you suggested that I come back down when?
In December. It was the when he was actually cremated.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely want to. I'll see if I can. Well, I'd like to.
Yeah, I'll have to get the date. I'm sure it was it was either this month or it's next month, something like that.
As for activity, I haven't felt a strange energy and a presence around. But this place definitely has something going around in it. And we definitely got some responses on the spirit boxes.
We did indeed.
So they did seem like they want to speak. And with me on my channel, you're gonna see me do the dowsing rods. So we'll see how that goes. I think we got some good stuff there. So that's when they first made their presence known, I think, to us.
Yeah, they did.
I feel like
they did.
Yeah, I just feel like they're just following us around at the moment, being curious.
I think they probably are, and it could also be if there's any, because where I used to go in Woodvale quite often and come here and over at Downs. Possibly they know my energy from way back then, and that's why we've not felt this energy in many moons. So how come we're feeling this energy again?
Yeah, that's true. They probably recognise it, definitely.
Yeah.
We did get stuff on the spirit box, but they seemed like they were struggling to use it as well. Some of them at least.
Yeah. Well, it just goes to show, when you are using a spirit box, no matter what it is, it's not 100% guaranteed that you're going to get the perfect communication every single time that you turn it on.
As you say, something about when they were born as well, in their time, they probably don't understand what it is. They're probably trying to
concept of time's different.
How to use it, I guess. So that's why some spirits voices I heard sounded quite distant.
Yeah.
It sounded like they were far away from the box. And that might have just been them trying to work out how to use it.
That's true. That's true. Well, I'll say go on to the next place.
Yep, I think so.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'll stop that there.
See you in a bit.
After Brighton and Preston, we then proceeded to go to our last location, Queen's Park. The history of Queen's Park. In 1825, Thomas Tree, a property owner and developer in Brighton, acquired land north of Easton Road, already known as Brighton Park, to build a residential park surrounded by detached villas inspired by Regent's Park in London. Thomas renamed it after Queen Adelaide, consort to William IV. Queen Adelaide patronised the German spa opened in 1825 at the south end of the park, which remained in operation until 1886, when it continued as a mineral water plant until 1960. At the northwest corner is Pennant Lodge, once the home of Charles Freshfield. Also to the northwest of the park itself, on Queen's Road, stands the Pepper Pot, also known as Pepper Box, probably originally built as a horizontal wind-powered water pump. And where we are now is a place called Queen's Park, which is not too far from Woodvale. So we actually walked. And how was your chips?
Oh, my chips were great. I'm fully energised now, ready to go.
Going for the next part. And we've got the old clock over there. And there's a rockery over there. And we've got a kiddies playground over here. And
what sort of spirits might be around here?
well, you have to wait and see. There's a seat there. And that's actually where that seat, let me just zoom in a bit and show the people over there. That's actually when I was in my teens that I actually saw a maypole, and there was about 7 or 8 little girls all in little white dresses doing the maypole dance where they weave in and out of each other.
That's the seat.
That's it. Yeah, well,
Yep,
yeah, that was the seat.
That's the seat.
That's the area where I actually saw it. And I was probably standing somewhere over there because this little pavilion I could see. So I think what we'll probably do is go and have a sit over there and do a box session and see what happens. Right guys, we've just set up for a ghost box session here. You're going to hear the ducks in the background. Dave's on the light.
Yeah, I'm on torch duty.
He's on torch duty. So I'm going to put scan down and let's see if anybody wants to talk to us. Hello. Is there anybody that wishes to talk to us?
I don't agree with her, but I'd say
That's another full sentence.
Sort of. Can you say hello? Hi.
Hi, spirits. I'm Clemson.
Teresa, between different speakers.
Who is speaking currently?
Oh.
Right.
Done the actual stuff.
How are you, spirits? If there anybody that wishes to speak to us, can you do a very big hi?
Let's say what I think
Actions.
Hi, thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Right. I heard that one too.
Yeah. Is this body of water helping you?
Necroid says.
These past few hours.
Silence.
Who resides in this park?
Me.
Okay, what's your name?
8,000.
So I just saw something move at the corner of my eye then.
Won't surprise me. Spirits, can you tell me, do 8 little girls reside here?
Killed it in me.
And do they do maypole dancing?
But it's rude.
What kind of entity are we speaking to right now? Are you spirit, demon, or angel?
Angel.
Angel. Angel, I heard that.
This one.
Nice to speak with you.
Does anybody want to have a message for any of our paranormal friends? Stopped on exactly the same channel again. Zara. Yeah.
Live every single day.
Is there a Shannon? Okay.
Did you say Shannon?
I think it said Shannon then. Do you have a message for Shannon?
Then the A20
Shannon.
Yeah, I heard it then.
Embryos.
Do you have a set? What's the message for Shannon, or is it for somebody else?
Yeah, I heard the
We're
F word.
sorry.
Oh, we're sorry. I thought I heard the F word.
I think that was it. We're sorry.
Water.
He thinks it's good.
Do you like the water?
Can you tell me the name of where we are?
Bit of a family gathering with them. Oh, we're down to
How's your day, did I say?
I think so. If we're in Queen's Park, spirits, can you very loudly say park?
blossoms from the life.
Hello, I'm here. Does someone have a message for me?
Dorsal road.
That press with a features.
Are any of the spirits that usually speak to me around? Did they miss me doing sessions? Haven't done it for a while.
It's all the pattern.
You got to expect very slow.
There's branches.
Spirit, should we try you in a different area? I need a big loud yes.
Approach the round.
Yes. Okay.
Alright.
What we'll do, we'll try you somewhere else, spirits, okay? Okay then. Bye for now.